welcome to episode 21 of Songs for the Struggling Artist, the blogcast. We're 21 today, 21 episodes. We can drink legally. Well, I've been able to drink legally for some time, but the blog now can drink. Well, the blog actually has also been able to drink legally. The blogcast, however, has just joined us in legal drinking age by getting to episode 21. That's something. And in fact, there's another sort of milestone with the blogcast. We ran out of space on the free SoundCloud account, so we had to up it to pro. So this is now hosted on a pro site on SoundCloud. So that means there's more minutes than will fit on a free account on SoundCloud. So that's also a milestone. So thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. I'm fighting a little something. A little cold maybe is coming on, so it may sneak into my voice here and there. I'm trying to pretend it's not happening, but I think this evening I have finally succumbed. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to read to you a blog from a couple of weeks ago. It's been kind of a crazy, busy couple weeks, but I did write this one and type it and do it all in a shorter than usual period. So it's actually a little bit more current than some of the others. But here it is. It's called If We Knew What We Were Doing. If we knew what we were doing, it wouldn't be called research. I walked past the NYU Environmental Fluid Dynamics Lab and saw this quote in their window. If we knew what we were doing, it wouldn't be called research. It is probably misattributed to Albert Einstein, but the sentiment is useful regardless of who came up with it. This idea is particularly meaningful to me right now as I'm currently raising funds for the research and development of my show. We don't know what we're doing. Or rather, it feels like I don't know what I'm doing. I recognize that it is a little disingenuous for me to say that we do not know what we are doing because we know many things. We come to the table with a world of skill and experience and desire and curiosity and trainings and aesthetic preferences and all sorts of juicy stuff. But even with all of that behind us, it can feel disorienting to not know the answers or even the questions sometimes. But sitting in the feeling of not knowing what we're doing is the way to something potent, through research, through discovery. So much theater, maybe even so much art, is full of assuredness or even bluster. It knows what it's doing. It has a plan and it will execute that plan to the letter. There are systems in place to execute the stuff that everyone knows how to do. This theater works very hard to be seen as confident and knowledgeable at every turn. This is why so much theater fails to move me, I suspect. It's too certain, too sure of itself, too smooth. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable to not know. But it is so helpful to remember that not knowing what you're doing is how you discover something new. Einstein, maybe, said it. It's a short one. It was a short one. And the good news is that Indiegogo campaign I was writing about is actually fully funded. So, well, actually that's a lie. It is at 101% of the goal that I set. The goal falls well short of what it probably will actually cost to do what we need to do. But it was a stretch goal, even so. And we stretched to it and we got to it, which is just really exciting, fantastic news. So thanks to all of the people who helped to make that possible, donors, likers, sharers, everybody, much appreciated. if you feel like, oh, research and development is super interesting and I would like to help fund it, then yes, go for it. It's Indiegogo. The campaign is Research and Development of The Door Was Open. And even though our campaign is over, you actually can still support it. So if you feel like making a contribution, do it. And I actually think this whole research component is why this campaign went better than any previous campaign I've ever done. I think people are interested in process and in discovery and creating space for that to happen. And we underestimate it, I think. As artists, we think people just want products, but having done this and gotten some people's feedback, it really feels like valuing research is not as crazy as one might have thought. I think, businesses understand it, science understands it, and it's time for the arts to get on board. So thank you for listening. So because this is a short one, you absolutely get a song here at the end. I think what I'm going to do is give you a song that is inspired by a video that I just saw. Amanda Palmer made a video with her baby, and she recorded a song with, I think it's her dad. And they do a version of this song that is on my Lullaby CD that I recorded for babies. So it's pretty cool. Their video is like, it's pretty fantastic. If you get a chance to check it out, it's really lovely. So the song is Winkin' and Blinkin' and Nod, which was written by the Simon Sisters, or rather the Simon Sisters set the poem to music, and that is it's a song I grew up listening to, so I recorded it for babies, or whoever, for you too. So here it is, Winkin' and Blinkin' and Nod. Winkin' and blinkin' and nod, one night sailed off in the wooden shoe. Sailed on a river of crystal light into a sea of dew. Where are you going and what do you wish? The old moon asked the three. We've come to fish for the herring fish that live in the beautiful sea. Nets of silver and gold have we, said Winkin' and Blinkin' and Nod. The old moon laughed and sang a song as they rocked in the wooden shoe. And the wind that sped them all night long ruffled the waves of dew. The little stars were the herring fish that live in the beautiful sea. Now cast your nets wherever you wish, never afeard are we. So cried the stars to the fishermen three, Winkin' and Blinkin' and Nod. All night long their nets they threw to the stars in the twinkling foam. Then down from the skies came the wooden shoe, bringing the fishermen home. 'Twas all so pretty a sail, it seemed as if it could not be. And some folks thought 'twas a dream they dreamed of sailing the beautiful sea. But I shall name the fishermen three, Winkin' and Blinkin' and Nod. Now Winkin' and Blinkin' are two little eyes, and Nod is a little head. And the wooden shoe that sailed the skies is a wee one's trundle bed. So close your eyes while Mother sings of wonderful sights that be, and you shall see the beautiful things as you rock in the misty sea. Where the old shoe rocked watch them fishing three, winking and blinking